Hello Cancer, this is a timeless tarot reading for you. Date of recording is the 21st of January 23. To be precise, here in Germany it's actually midnight, so it's already the 22nd of January since some minutes. For this tarot reading I'm using my own tarot cards, have to adjust a little bit. And so far this energy of the whole reading is actually quite funny. I feel as if you are daring something, you're becoming a little bit bold. There is something shiny, new and attractive. I don't feel necessarily it is someone. For some of you, only very few of you, it could be a person. But actually, I feel more like it's an action. It is something that you do. Or something, or an object that you want to buy or possess. There is something shiny, new and attractive that you just want to do or have. And you might be a quite controlled person or humble person, and you usually don't do that or buy that. But you can't resist it, and I feel like a huge smiling is somehow inside your heart. Just like, do it, dare it. It's not like you're hurting anyone if you do it. You know, it's not something mean. And it's not something illegal or forbidden, but it's something, maybe it's a little bit useless or extravagant, and it's not really necessary. But it won't kill you if you do it. On the other hand, we have let me just go through my cards. We got the card new, wrong, fire, joy, winter, imagination, death, devil at the bottom of the deck. Maturity. So I think this seductive new thing, you are just going after it. The card wrong and fire, the words themselves are not a good combination. Look at the images. So I decided to, for the card wrong, I drew the screwdriver reaching towards the socket. So it's just wrong, we don't do that. And then fire, probably as a result of that, no, you don't want to do that. It's quite funny that I pulled those cards, but they are metaphoric. Whatever it is that's on your mind, you will realize it will not have that drastic effect, like when you put a screwdriver into a socket. There's just something so funny and easy, smooth about this reading. Maybe in your mind, in your imagination, we also have this imagination card. You always thought if you would do this thing or purchase this thing, like this would happen, this combination of like what happens when you put the screwdriver into the socket. But it won't. Like, just don't take me literally. If you're planning something really terrible, this reading is not for you. It's just a small thing, but for you, I think for you in your head, for years, it could have been something very big and forbidden. The outcome of it will be joy. Then the reading somehow shifts into another kind of topic. I feel as if like just doing this thing or buying this thing, it will give you a sense of relief, of joy. Yes, it will also give you a lot of realizations. And because at the bottom of the deck we have this maturity card. Yes, it will make you become more mature. And it will somehow make you able to step back a little bit, to cool down, to ease down a little bit, to look at things from a distance, not in a psychopathic and, emotionless way, but in a mature way. And with this winter card, just give me some seconds. I'm trying to figure out what this is trying to tell me. Maybe this reading could really resonate with you right now. We are still in winter, it's January. But I think it has a deeper meaning than that. I pulled this winter card a lot recently, and in this reading it has a different meaning than it usually has, but I can't figure it out right now. Just let me skip over it a little bit into imagination and death. I would strongly pull these cards together because, first of all, concerning the first topic, like this forbidden thing, when you got rid of that inner self-judgment, of that, just the evil voice inside of you that always tells you you are bad if you purchase this, or you are wasteful if you buy this thing, you're just throwing your money away, or you are bad if you do this and that. And once you have gotten through this, there's one part of your imagination that will just, by the experience of like not thinking through this whole thing, but actually doing it and experiencing it and seeing that after you did it or after you bought that thing, nothing bad would happen, but actually you feel very joyful afterwards instead of this result happening. It will help you to never get pulled back into this horror imagination again. Like it's just a death. Look, the guy in the picture, he's just throwing this skull down the abyss. Sorry. Bye-bye. Like, he just doesn't give a shit. He just doesn't care. It's just gone and it will never come back. And ironically, the image I drew, it's really suitable for that imagination stuff, because our head is the place where we imagine things, and you are just throwing that old pattern of imagination out of your head because you have learned that it's not true. And you will not be punished if you, allow yourself to buy a new bicycle, or if on a Friday night you have, instead of only one glass of wine, you have 2 glasses, or just something like that. I don't know what it is. It's not like a really terrible and bad thing that's on your mind. If I would see that, I wouldn't speak about it like so loose, like just do it. It's not something terrible. It's just, you thought it was terrible, but it's actually not that bad. And I think this winter card, to me, it's just an extension of this joy. It's like the snowman, he just can embrace the cold. He thrives on the cold. As an example, I hate cold. I wish it was summer all year long. I really hate winter. Everything that is below 20 degrees is too cold for me. I'd rather live in heat than in cold. And maybe you are like that too. There's just something like just being happy despite any external circumstances. That's what this card represents to me actually in this reading right now. It's like there is this joy card, but this is like an extension, like a deepening of joy right now in this reading. It feels like you can suddenly embrace things that you were afraid of before. And the last card is the Devil. So it feels to me as if after you have gone through all of this, you will be able to face the devil fully. And you will realize that it was the devil. Because that's one thing I figured out about demons and devils, is that they make us want certain things. They are the entity that makes us want certain things, at the same time tells us that wanting this thing is wrong. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to find an example or to express myself a little bit more detailed. But I'm a little bit stuck right now. I don't know, it's just a stupid example. Like, just think of a dentist who gives children, because they were so brave and oh, you deserve some little candy afterwards, and after the treatment at the dentist, they give them some candy because they were so brave. You know how ironic that is? And then the next time when they have some issues with their teeth and come to the next visit, they get scolded like, oh, why don't you take care of your teeth properly? It's really a stupid example. Or maybe, yes, a certain type of personality, a certain type of humans, they also do that. They have these double standards, and they always try to seduce us, or they trigger us, or they manipulate us. And then if we behave in a certain way, or we say a certain thing to defend ourselves because we have been beaten verbally so hard and for so long, or just if someone is very abusive and we have taken that in for several years, and after some years we just can't take it anymore, and then we defend ourselves verbally, and then they suddenly act super surprised, and they turn it all around and play the victim, and they don't see, or maybe they do see, I don't know, that actually they were causing us to become this way and to say that thing. And that's what the devil is doing. And I think you will fearlessly be able to face that. I don't know if the devil represents an actual human being in your life. I think it's more like a spiritual realization that you are going to have. And you will feel very calm, like you will be able to face the devil, the full presence, without any fear, with a lot of maturity. And below maturity we have friction. For this friction card, I also decided to draw a kind of devilish creature, a demon, and the wheels are not round, so the guy who has to pull I don't know the English word for this, I probably know it, but I forgot it. So when he has to pull this, my God, this thing with the wheels that are not round, and with the demon inside that is rubbing these stones, these fire stones, and there's a lot of friction. And I feel as if you are not bothered by this friction at all. It's like this friction probably has been in your life for a very long time, but underneath the friction card, there's the wisdom card. And you are looking so calm, you are looking so... Maturity is one step of our journey. But even deeper than maturity is like true wisdom. And you are reaching that phase in your life of wisdom. And you cannot be scared by the devil, and you cannot be annoyed. by any demons. I could go on and on. Maybe it's not good to pull too many cards, but just follow this thread here. There's the trauma card, and below that the integrity. So I think it's actually really suitable. His heart has this integrated and it's stuck in the past, and below that we have the integrity card, which means you are pulling something back, or something has already been pulled back, and you integrate that back into your system, and then there's a flow, just everything is just smooth and flowing easily. Below that we have the summer card, which is also just an expression of ease, and even though you don't seem to be bothered by the winter, the summer is even better. Ah, that was a nice reading. Very interesting. I leave it here. Thank you for watching.